New crisis is gripping the American housing sector as one of the nation's largest timber companies faces a sudden collapse, sending shockwaves through construction, real estate, and political circles. Former President Donald Trump, whose trade battles with Canada ignited the current tariff storm, is reportedly shocked at the spiraling consequences. Analysts warn that what began as a fight over lumber duties may now ignite a full-scale housing affordability disaster. The timber giant's collapse. Late Tuesday, American Timber Corp., once considered an industry powerhouse, announced it was filing for bankruptcy protection after years of struggling with skyrocketing costs and reduced exports. Executives cited Canadian softwood tariffs as the tipping point, arguing that retaliatory measures and disrupted supply chains made operations unsustainable. This isn't just a business story, it's a national crisis, said CEO Mark Reynolds. We warned for years that tariffs would destabilize the market. Now our company, our workers, and America's housing industry are paying the price. The collapse will impact thousands of jobs across the U.S., particularly in rural communities where timber is a cornerstone of the local economy. The housing market explosion. The immediate fallout has been a surge in housing costs. Lumber is a core material in home construction, and with supply shrinking, prices are skyrocketing. Home builders across the country are reporting delays, higher expenses, and canceled projects. 2x4s cost nearly double what they did just a few years ago, said Rachel Morgan, a home builder in Texas. Now, with one of the biggest timber suppliers gone, we're bracing for even higher costs. Families who dreamed of buying their first home are being priced out. Economists warn that this supply shock could further strain a housing market already grappling with record-high interest rates and low inventory. Combined, these pressures are pushing home ownership out of reach for millions of Americans. Trump's role in the tariff war. At the heart of the crisis are tariffs imposed during Trump's presidency on Canadian softwood lumber imports, a long-running flashpoint in U.S.-Canada trade relations. Trump defended the tariffs as a way to protect American producers, accusing Canada of unfair subsidies. "We were getting ripped off by Canada big time," Trump said during a recent rally. "I put tariffs on to protect our workers. Now the fake news wants to blame me for the housing market." Nonsense. But critics argue that the tariffs backfired. Instead of strengthening U.S. timber producers, they disrupted supply, raised costs, and invited retaliation from Canada. "It's a lose-lose situation," said trade analyst Emily Vargas. "American companies can't compete, and American families can't afford homes." Canada fires back. Canadian officials have responded forcefully to the crisis, pointing fingers at U.S. trade policy. "We have always said these tariffs